Buckle up for an epic, mouth-watering journey into the heart of a candy empire, where the world's most iconic treat, the Snickers bar, is brought to life with jaw-dropping precision and unrelenting passion. We're stepping into the Mars Wrigley factory in Waco, Texas, a sprawling, high-tech hub where millions of Snickers bars are crafted every single day, satisfying cravings from bustling cities to remote villages across the globe. Born in 1930 from Frank Marr's bold vision and named after his family's beloved horse, Snickers has evolved from a humble candy bar into a global sensation, available in fun-sized nibbles, king-size slabs, and even indulgent ice cream varieties. This factory alone produces a staggering 65% of all Snickers bars sold in the US, with a network of other plants, ensuring candy aisles worldwide stay stocked with this craveable treat. Join us on a fast-paced cinematic odyssey through towering machines, intoxicating aromas, and surprising secrets. As we unravel the magic behind every gooey, crunchy, chocolatey bite, let's dive into the factory and discover how Snickers are made, layer by delectable layer, in a process that's as satisfying as the bar itself. Our adventure kicks off with the soul of the Snickers bar, its luscious milk chocolate, a velvety masterpiece that elevates it above ordinary candy. This isn't your average chocolate teats, a meticulously engineered blend, infused with extra cocoa butter and lecithin to stay firm in your hand but melt into creamy bliss the moment it hits your tongue, delivering that iconic Snickers experience. The journey begins with premium cocoa beans, sourced from lush tropical plantations in West Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia. Picture the scene. Massive burlap sacks, each brimming with cocoa beans, arrive at the factory's bustling loading docks. Workers in hard hats maneuver pallets under the rhythmic hum of forklifts, the air buzzing with anticipation. These beans, the raw gems of chocolate making, are fed into a colossal deshelling machine, a mechanical beast that whirs and clanks as it strips away the tough outer husks, revealing the precious cocoa nibs inside. These nibs, small but bursting with flavor, are the foundation of Snickers' chocolatey allure. The nibs cascade onto a gleaming conveyor belt, gliding toward a 150-foot-long convection oven. That's a marvel of modern engineering. The oven's interior glows at a precise 350 degrees Fahrenheit, its heat carefully calibrated to coax out the nib's deep, rich flavor. A unique oscillating conveyor sways gently from side to side, ensuring every nib roasts evenly for 30 minutes. The aroma is intoxicating, a warm chocolatey embrace that fills the factory and hints at the decadence to come. Did you know that roasting is so precise that even a few seconds too long can turn the nibs bitter, while too little time leaves the flavor flat? Skilled technicians monitor the oven like chefs, tending a gourmet dish, their eyes and noses attuned to every subtle change. As the nibs emerge, golden and fragrant, they're whisked to an industrial mill, where massive steel rollers grind them into a thick, velvety paste. This paste, still coarse, is blended with sugar and milk powder in a high-speed mixer, forming a gritty cocoa mixture that's the precursor to Snickers' signature chocolate. This mixture is fed into a refiner, a machine that works like a high-tech sifter, transforming the coarse paste into a fine, silky powder. Imagine the powder swirling like a chocolate blizzard, each particle so tiny it feels like dust under your fingertips. The powder flows into a colossal mixer called a conch, a name that evokes the slow, rhythmic churn of ocean waves. Inside, giant arms stir the cocoa powder for hours, blending it with additional cocoa butter and lecithin. This process, known as conching, is where the chocolate's texture becomes irresistibly smooth, its flavor deepening into a rich, creamy symphony. The conch is a sight to behold, a gleaming steel vat the size of a small car, its arms tirelessly churning as the chocolate transforms from powder to liquid gold. The final step is tempering, a delicate dance of heating and cooling that's as much science as it is art. The chocolate is heated to a precise temperature, then cooled in controlled stages, allowing the cocoa butter to crystallize uniformly. This gives Snickers chocolate its glossy sheen, its satisfying snap, and that higher melting point that keeps it from turning into a sticky mess in your hand. Watching the tempered chocolate flow through pipes, gleaming under the factory's bright lights, is like witnessing a river of pure decadence. But chocolate is just the beginning. As the chocolate tempers to perfection, another corner of the factory springs to life with the crunch and sizzle of peanuts, the salty backbone of every Snickers bar. Picture a towering 2,000-pound sack of raw runner peanuts, hoisted high above the factory floor by a crane, its contents spilling into a massive hopper. The sound is like a gentle waterfall, as thousands of peanuts cascade onto a conveyor belt, their pale shells glinting under fluorescent lights. These aren't just any peanuts runner. Peanuts are chosen for their uniform size and robust flavor, perfect for Snickers' signature crunch. The conveyor carries them toward a 150-foot-long convection oven, a technological marvel designed to roast each nut to golden perfection. The oven's unique oscillating conveyor sways gently, ensuring every peanut gets equal exposure to the 350 degrees Fahrenheit heat. For 30 minutes, the peanuts roast, their aroma filling the factory with a nutty warmth that's almost palpable. Here's a mind-blowing fact. This single factory processes enough peanuts daily to cover 21 acres. An entire peanut farm's worth transformed into Snickers bars every single day. As the peanuts emerge, golden and fragrant, they tumble onto another conveyor, where workers in crisp uniforms spread them evenly, ensuring no nut is left behind. The scene is hypnotic. Hundreds of thousands of peanuts gliding along, their surfaces glistening from the roast. They pass through a spinning drum, where a fine mist of salt is sprayed on, adding that perfect savory kick that balances the sweetness of the caramel and chocolate. The salt is applied with surgical precision, just enough to enhance the flavor, without overwhelming it. Workers can adjust the salt mist based on the peanut's natural flavor profile, ensuring consistency across every batch. The peanuts, now roasted and salted, are ready to join the Snickers assembly. But first, another key player is being crafted in the factory's bustling kitchen. The gooey, golden caramel that makes every bite a sticky delight. In a gleaming, 800-pound vat, the caramel-making process is a spectacle of culinary alchemy. Workers pour in corn syrup, butter, condensed milk, sugar, and a pinch of salt, each ingredient measured with exacting precision. The vat hums to life, heating the mixture to a precise 250 degrees Fahrenheit. As the ingredients meld into a bubbling, golden concoction, the mixture is then transferred to a vacuum kettle, a massive steel chamber that looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. For 20 minutes, it simmers under careful watch, with workers monitoring every degree to prevent burning while achieving that perfect, velvety texture. Toward the end, a splash of vanilla extract is added, infusing the caramel with a warm, aromatic depth, while emulsifiers like lecithin ensure a smooth, stable consistency. The caramel is cooled just enough to reach the ideal enough to hold its shape, yet soft enough to melt in your mouth. This 45-minute process is a masterclass in precision, as even a slight misstep could ruin the batch. The result is a caramel so luscious, you can almost taste it just by watching it flow through the pipes. While the caramel simmers, the factory's nougat station is buzzing with activity, crafting the chewy, sweet heart of every Snickers bar. In a massive vessel, corn syrup, sugar, salt, and water are heated to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, forming a syrupy base that's the foundation of the nougat's sweetness. This hot mixture is carefully blended with whipped egg whites, transforming into a fluffy, cloud-like delight that's as light as it is flavorful. Cooked further at 270 degrees Fahrenheit, the nougat achieves the perfect firmness, chewy, but not too soft, firm, but not too hard. Humidity is a constant threat here, as excess moisture can make the sugars absorb water, ruining the texture. The factory's climate is tightly controlled, with a custom-built dehumidification system, ensuring the nougat sets flawlessly. Once the nougat reaches its peak fluffiness, it's pumped into a screw mixer, where freshly ground peanut butter is folded in, infusing it with a burst of nutty richness. The warm mixture travels along an elevated conveyor, high above the factory floor, cooling slightly as it moves through the air, like a culinary skyway. The nougat is then deposited into a hopper, where gravity takes over, dropping it between two massive rollers chilled to a frosty 24 degrees Fahrenheit. These rollers, part of a machine called a sheeter, press the nougat into a thin, uniform layer, forming a delicate skin on its surface. Watching this process is like witnessing a culinary ballet, each movement precise and purposeful. The rollers spin at a steady pace, their chilled surfaces ensuring the nougat sets just right. The sheeter is equipped with sensors that monitor the nougat's thickness to within a fraction of a millimeter, ensuring every bar has the perfect balance of textures. As the nougat layer glides onto a stainless steel conveyor below, it's a breathtaking sight, a creamy, peanut butter-infused ribbon, poised to become the heart of a Snickers bar. Now, the stage is set for the peanuts and caramel to unite in a moment of pure culinary magic. The freshly roasted, salted peanuts tumble from their conveyor into a pool of warm caramel, where a screw auger swirls them together into a sticky, nutty masterpiece. The auger's rhythmic turning ensures every peanut is coated in caramel, creating a blend that's both crunchy and gooey. This mixture pours onto a giant rotating drum, chilled to 24 degrees Fahrenheit, which thins it into a smooth, even sheet. A large blade scrapes the caramel peanut layer off the drum, letting it fall precisely onto the nougat slab, moving along the conveyor below. The two layers pass beneath a pressing roller, fusing into a single, harmonious slab of chewy nougat and crunchy caramel peanut goodness. This slab glides into a refrigerated tunnel, cooled to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, to set the layers and meld their flavors into that iconic Snickers balance: sweet, salty, chewy, and crunchy all at once. The tunnel is a marvel, its frosty air locking in the textures and flavors that make Snickers unforgettable. The slab's journey continues as it approaches a slitter machine, where 19 spinning blades carve it into 38 precise strips, each one a perfect ribbon of Snickers goodness. The sound of the blades is a rhythmic hum, a testament to the factory's relentless pace. These strips glide toward a guillotine-like cutter, slicing them into 4.5-inch bars, each perfectly sized for its final transformation. The tempered chocolate, now a glossy velvety river, awaits in two enrobing machines. First, the bars dip their bases into a shallow pool of chocolate in the bottom enrober, creating a smooth foundation. Then, they glide beneath a full enrober, where a cascading curtain of chocolate drapes them in a rich, glossy coat. The scene is mesmerizing: bars, gliding through a waterfall of chocolate, emerging transformed into the iconic Snickers shape. Vibrating grates smooth out the chocolate, eliminating air pockets, while a decorative roller adds the signature Snickers swirl, a subtle flourish that's become a hallmark of the brand. Next time you unwrap a Snickers, look for that swirl. It's a little piece of factory magic, crafted just for you. The bars enter a cooling tunnel, where the chocolate hardens into a crisp, satisfying shell, locking in the layers of flavor. Within, the tunnel is lined with sensors that monitor temperature and humidity, ensuring the chocolate sets perfectly. As the bars emerge, they're ready for their final act. Wrapping. The high-speed wrapping machine is a blur of motion, sealing 1,000 bars per minute in their iconic silver and blue wrappers, designed to lock in freshness with a special plastic lining. From here, the bars are boxed and loaded onto trucks, embarking on a global mission to satisfy cravings one bite at a time. The Waco factory is a symphony of innovation, precision, and passion, transforming simple ingredients into a treat that's been loved for nearly a century. But the story of Snickers is more than just machines and ingredients. It's a tale of human ingenuity and a relentless pursuit of satisfaction. Let's rewind to 1930, when Frank Mars, a candy maker with a knack for bold flavors, created Snickers in his Chicago kitchen. Building on the success of his Milky Way bar, Frank dreamed up a treat that combined salty peanuts, sweet caramel, chewy nougat, and rich chocolate, a revolutionary combination at the time. Named after the Mars family's favorite horse, Snickers was a hit during the Great Depression, offering affordable joy in every bite. The name Snickers evokes the playful chuckle of a horse and the smile it brings to those who enjoy it. Today, the Waco factory carries that legacy forward, blending old-school craftsmanship with cutting-edge technology to produce a treat that's as timeless as it is delicious. The Waco factory is a marvel of scale and efficiency, sprawling across acres with production lines, storage silos, and quality control labs working in perfect harmony. It operates 24/7, with 3 shifts of workers keeping the machines humming. The control room, a high-tech nerve center, is like the bridge of a starship, with giant screens displaying real-time data on every aspect of production. Supervisors monitor everything from the temperature of the caramel vats to the speed of the wrapping machines, ready to intervene at the first sign of trouble. It's a testament to the factory's commitment to excellence, ensuring every Snickers bar meets the Mars Wrigley standard. The workers are the heart and soul of this operation. The peanut roasting team, for example, spends their days tending the massive convection oven, adjusting its settings with a chef's intuition. One veteran worker, with 20 years on the job, says, "It's like cooking for the world. You feel the responsibility in every batch." He recalls a time when a new batch of peanuts arrived with higher moisture content, requiring a quick tweak to the roasting time. "You can't just follow a recipe," he says. "You have to feel it, smell it, know it." In the caramel kitchen, cooks monitor the vats like artists, using digital thermometers, but relying on instinct. A young cook describes her first day. "The caramel was like lava, bubbling and hissing. I learned to listen for when it's ready. It's a sound you never forget." The nougat team battles humidity to craft that perfect chewy texture, Their work a blend of science and skill. One worker, a father of two, laughs about his kids calling him the cloud maker after seeing the fluffy nougat emerge from the roller's quality control is relentless. Inspectors test random bars, measuring everything from caramel viscosity to chocolate gloss. The factory's lab is like a detective agency, using calipers, spectrometers, and taste tests to ensure perfection. Fun fact, the Snickers recipe has barely changed since 1930, but the technology has leaped forward. Machines use AI-driven sensors to detect issues instantly. A peanut roasted too long, a caramel batch to hot, keeping production seamless. The factory scale is staggering. Trucks deliver tons of raw materials daily: cocoa from Africa, peanuts from US farms, sugar from tropical regions stored in climate-controlled silos. The supply chain is a global operation, yet sustainability is a priority. With efforts to cut water and energy use, recycle packaging, and optimize shipping routes. Behind the scenes, small moments shine. Picture the caramel cooks, faces glowing in the VAT's light, or the nougat rollers transforming warm mixture into a creamy layer. The chocolate enrobing line is a showstopper, with bars gliding through a chocolate waterfall, workers ensuring every coat is flawless. The signature swirl is a nod to the brand's attention to detail. Snickers' global impact is undeniable: billions sold annually, loved in over 70 countries. Variations like Snickers almond keep things fresh. But the classic reigns supreme. The Waco factory is a community, with workers like a grandmother who's been there 30 years, proud to make people smile. As the final bars roll out, you're left in awe of the Snickers bar, a small creation that proves simple ingredients, crafted with care, can bring joy to the world. So, next time you unwrap a Snickers, savor the glossy chocolate, the crunch of peanuts, the gooey caramel, and the chewy nougat. Notice that swirl, a little piece of factory magic. This is more than candy, it's a legacy of joy, crafted in Waco with passion and precision. Thanks for joining us on this unforgettable tour. Now go grab a Snickers and taste the magic for yourself.